Hello and welcome to this drink review of a drink called Rainstorm Clean Energy Peach Nectarine. Peach Nectarine. So yeah, hopefully it tastes good. I mean, some of my favorite fruits. Which now when I think about it, I tend to like stone fruits actually. Oh, I say that, but I mean I don't really like mangoes. Maybe because, the mangoes you get here in Sweden aren't necessarily the best ones, right? Because, I mean, shipping them from South America all the way here, you know. But anyways, this is how it looks. Okay, I think the smell, I mean, you're getting like a very like chemically smell actually. But it tastes pretty fine. I mean, I probably wouldn't get this again. Yeah, but I mean, I'm kind of getting that peach nectarine aftertaste, along with what I might feel like kind of like a, the sensation you get when you eat or when you get like a mint, like a little bit of that. Uh, but it kind of like disappears pretty fast, but you get it. So, yeah. That's the drink review. And let's see. Comments. First comment by Copy Art Test 1. Nice game. That was on my Let's Play Jak and Daxter, The Precursor Legacy Part 7. Yeah, the game was pretty fun. I do think... I mean, obviously the later levels were a bit... you could feel they were rushed. I mean, there was one part of the game that I absolutely hated, and that was the ice level. Maybe that's a spoiler because I don't know if that is out on YouTube yet. Wait, what is the newest episode? The newest episode was episode 7. Yeah, episode 9 is the episode where I was very close to like, oh god. If Duplin hadn't told me that this was close to the end, and kind of like that the levels were a bit rushed, I probably would have quit the game at the what's it called, the snow level, because man, it was horrific playing that. But overall, I think I enjoyed Jak and Daxter. I mean, I will probably play the second one. Maybe see how it is next year. Because the launcher, it says, if I open the launcher, that I don't think it's completely, yeah, it's still in beta. So I think like wait until next year, because it might still be in beta next year as well, but I'm sure the tooling and all that will be, improved. Because when I look at the known issues, there are some things that I'm kind of like, ooh, there's too many. Your game might get bricked. It might be like you have to restart the whole game. Like there's too much of that. So I'm kind of like, I'll wait. Because if that happens, I'm likely just gonna drop the game and not play it. Let's say I get like 40% into the game, and that happens. I'll become like, alright, I'm not gonna bother finishing the game. So, gonna wait until that it maybe becomes a bit more stable. from Lazul. Happy birthday, brother. We getting old, lol. And that was on my drink review, Sailor Moon, Ocean Bomb, Strawberry. I am now 29 years old. Yeah. Thanks for the happy birthday. Is that what you say? Thanks for the happy birthday. I don't know. But, yeah, we are getting old. Old men about to turn into dust. Let's see. KSI Sniper 1601. Happy B-Day, dude. Thank you. On the same video as Lazul. And KSI Sniper also sent a link to something that I tried to watch it, Sniper. I didn't understand what it's about. So if you could tell me in this video what it's about. I tried watching like 2 minutes. Like I couldn't handle more than that. And I barely understood what anything was what was happening. So, let's see. First good 3D polish game before Witchers, Dying Light, etc. That comment was by Conrad Maximilian Mastalers. And that was on my Let's Play Cow the Kangaroo Round 2 Part 1. And he said that's also why the English dubbing was terrible. I mean, I knew it was, an Eastern European game, judging by the accents. Which I actually thought was fine. Actually, I like that. It was terrible, but I think it was terrible in a fun and, like a soulful way. Kind of like, that's good. That they decided to do it instead of hiring some terrible English voice actor to do it. Like if it is not a native speaker, I give it a bit more leeway, I think. But if you were to hire, there's a lot of games, especially when you play some Japanese games. Kind of like, man, I would never want to listen to the English because it's horrific how bad it is. And not in a good way. You're like, fuck me. I want to listen to it in its original language with just English subtitles. By Lazul. At 7:04, I celebrated some tense moments lead to hype. And that was on my Jack and Daxter Let's Play, Part 4, Atlantis Crash. And, oh yeah, I think I did watch that, and that segment is probably when, you jump on a switch and you have to get to a place and it's like timed, right? Yeah. My heart was like pumping, I think. I was like, fuck me. I think I failed this like 4 times. Don't fail it again. But I think actually that was pretty much the only one, right? I think the other ones, they gave you like a decent amount of time. Because to me, I don't like when games do stuff like that and they give you like a very small amount of time where there's basically no room for errors. I don't like that. I think, especially for games like this, these platformers are supposed to be, like, I don't. I'm not like a gamer. I'm casual, right? So I've never really been like, for example, that you have to be a speedrunner to make it. I'm like, fuck that shit. I'm not autistic enough. Yeah, and there was a long comment by Thrice Great Hermes C6P on my first time watching Secret Level Exodus Odyssey. And if it was actually a pretty good comment going into the backstory of the game that the Secret Level episode did not talk about. So, and I asked them, is the game good? Because I thought they had played it. I was like, the game isn't out yet. So like, okay. So this is probably something that they have released, hype up the game, maybe. To be like, okay, yeah, this is the backstory of the game. Now, enjoy that when it comes out. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, the actual secret level episode and the gameplay that I watched after didn't really make me feel hyped for the game. But I mean, if I still remember it in a year or two, maybe I'll check it out. Let's see. By Lazul. If you think Jak and Daxter has attractive female characters, wait till you see Jak 2 and 3. I'll wait. Let's see. Oh yeah, that was on part 3 of my Jak and Daxter, the precursor legacy. By Slothanastic 32. Why would you put a Soyjak in the thumbnail? And that was on my Let's Play Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy Part 2. A Soyjak, I don't know what that is. I mean, it's obvious. So it obviously has something to do with Jak. I mean, I'm playing Jak and Daxter, so that's why he is. Let's see, what is Soyjak? What the fuck is this? Okay, apparently some hacker group. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Maybe this is the wrong. Maybe that is a reference I don't understand. So, Slothanastek, explain to me what you mean. I don't understand what you mean. Judging by that 30 seconds of research I did. Yeah, let's see. Lazul. Simply put, Concord failed because it had no waifus. ITZ, the alien monkey cat girl, gets the closest to being waifu worthy. They put a black transgender operator Bass that generally looks like a clown and legit is one of the lamest designs I've seen in a video game. And had the typical gorilla fat black woman. Those designs don't sell. And the rest was just straight up generic. At least it was colorful game, some concepts were underrated, but Lama, what happened because it needed to. Hero shooters can sell, but you need you need to be excellent with the design of the characters. We already discussed this, otherwise what's the point? People gonna play CSGO instead. True. And I mean, I take your word for it with how the Concord characters look like. I mean, I'll be honest, I guess they were so generic that I don't remember how they looked like in that episode. And I think it was only like 3 weeks since I watched the Secret Devil one, or was it 4? Maybe like, let's say a month. So in less than a month, I forgot how the characters looked in the Secret Level episode, so. And also in the gameplay that I watched after it to see. So I guess, the point stands. They were so generic and boring that I don't remember anything at all. Let's see. By Lazul. I started with Jak 3. The gameplay gets... Oh yeah, the previous comment by Lazul was on my drink review. Clean drink, frozen berries. Let's see. I started with Jak 3. The gameplay gets much better. Really cool little platformer though. There's some soul in these games back when Naughty Dog had some talent and level design in their studio. The dark smoke is the dark echo and the lightning is the light echo, I'm pretty sure. These two play a big role in Jak 3. The precursors are this supervised alien race that left all the old technology that use those echoes as fuel. And yeah, I mean, I also heard that all the Jak games are actually pretty different from each other. That they didn't just go into like the same gameplay. It's like how they make used to make sequels, kind of like where the sequel would not just be the exact same game as the first one. It would be a bit, maybe even have a bit different of a genre, which I think is pretty cool. So, yeah, we'll see. That's at least what I've heard of Jack, which would make sense from the time it came out, I think. Then the last comment, because I don't know if I've actually read this one before. They gamble on the hero shooter because it has potential to make millions, but they forgot to make heroes people. This comment is by Duplin. But forgot to make heroes people actually want to play as. Marvel Rival is the new one you were talking about, and has been massively successful, but not because of all the men. Winky face. And that was my drink review, clean drink frozen berries. So I assume it's because of the woman, I guess then. Yeah, I mean, I've barely seen anything from that, and I have no interest to. Like, not even when the Hololive girls play it, I don't watch those streams. Because it's kind of similar to, I assume, to the Overwatch streams, which, to be fair, I watched some of the Overwatch streams when it was with Toa. Some Hololive EN girls and Toa. I kind of like that dynamic. But I didn't actually watch, I was mostly just listening. And I don't know if they've done something like that for Marvel Rivals, but I don't know. To me, Overwatch 2 actually seems more interesting than Rivals, because I've never really cared about superheroes and stuff like that. It's never really been my thing. Even when I was younger, I was never like a superheroes guy. Because I think it's a bit too much, of the. I don't know. I don't tend to like the designs actually of like superheroes. I say that, but I mean there have been some superhero movies I liked, like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Actually liked all of them. I don't remember much from the third one. I think that one was kind of like, I liked how, like, the asshole parts of Spider-Man when Spider-Man was like an asshole, but I don't remember anything else from that movie. But I do think I remember liking that part, so maybe that one was kind of like a 5 out of 9. And the Heath Ledger Batman one, I think was fine. I mean, I watched that because my mom wanted to watch that movie because she likes Heath Ledger and she wanted to rewatch that. So kind of like, I've never seen that movie. Let's watch it and then. And I was kind of like, it's fine. And also, the fact, I think that was like the second movie in a trilogy, and I haven't watched the first or the third, and I don't think my mom has done that either. So yeah, because there was a part in that movie with the guy with who gets like half his face burnt. When he like got corrupted, it felt so tacked on in a sense. Yeah, no, I think that movie, the parts that didn't have Heath Ledger in, was pretty boring. And then I did like the Joker with Phoenix, Joaquin Phoenix, the Joker movie, like the first one. Didn't really like the second one that much. I think the second one probably would have been more fun if it actually was a musical. If they would have committed to actually making it a musical, I think that would have been fun. Yeah, with original songs and stuff like that. Yeah, but they didn't. So yeah, I mean, right there, those are all of the superhero movies I've liked. Um, and most of them have been watching things because I don't know why. I mean, I think the reason I watched the Phoenix Joker one was because it kind of got like, oh, it's so good, and it was like, I'm like, okay, you know what? Um, it's apparently not really a superhero film. I'll watch it, and I liked it because it wasn't really a superhero movie. It was actually a movie that they just tacked on the Joker on. So that's probably why it was good. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.